Malicious divorce rumors, health scares, giving up on a lifelong dream. Monaco's Princess Charlene has been through it all. Princess Charlene's mother was a swimming instructor, so it might come as no surprise that the Monacan royal grew up swimming. In fact, her love for swimming blossomed when she was just a young girl. According to Tatler, it was clear she was a gifted aquatic athlete by the time she was 8 years old, and both of her parents were supportive of her abilities. As she grew up in South Africa, Charlene would go on to participate in swim competitions, and she was a fierce competitor by the time she became a teenager. When she was just 18 years old in 1996, the talented swimmer won her first South African championship, according to the Special Olympics. The princess has won several national backstroke titles in her home country and claimed 3 gold medals at the World Cup. 1 for the 50-meter freestyle, 1 for the 100-meter freestyle, and 1 for the 4x100-meter medley relay. For Princess Charlene, being a talented swimmer didn't stop at winning national titles. In 2000, the athlete made it all the way to the Olympic Games in Sydney. Charlene competed with the South African team in the 4x100-meter medley relay. Unfortunately, she and her team came in 5th place and didn't win a medal that year. Still, Charlene planned to compete in future summer games. After becoming South Africa's 50-meter women's backstroke champion in 2007, she trained for the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing. Sadly, she didn't qualify for the Olympics after having difficulties stemming from injuries. According to the official Olympics website, soon after, Charlene retired from professional swimming. In 2010, she told Tatler, "Giving up competitive swimming was one of the most difficult decisions I've ever had to make. I was not emotionally prepared to retire, or for the change of life that it entailed." Even though Princess Charlene had to retire from professional swimming earlier than she anticipated, she didn't leave the sport without a pleasant surprise. Years before her retirement, Charlene met Prince Albert II of Monaco, also a former Olympian, at a competition in his country in 2000, according to BBC News. In an interview with Tatler, she shared, "I was in Monte Carlo for a swimming competition when I first met the prince. I was 22 and focused. I wasn't in the emotional place for a relationship. However, when Charlene met Albert, she immediately felt connected to him, as if they were meant to be together." She went on to tell the publication that she knew he was the one. The pair dated for years and tried to keep their relationship private despite rumors. The sports-loving couple eventually went public when they attended the 2006 Winter Olympics in Italy together. When the princess ended her swimming career in 2007, she moved from South Africa to Monaco to be with the prince. After dating for years, Prince Albert and the future Princess Charlene got engaged in 2010. The couple married the following year in July, which officially transformed Charlene Wittstock into Her Serene Highness Princess Charlene. The royal couple wed in a civil ceremony followed by a widely attended religious ceremony the next day, according to People magazine. One wedding guest and family friend told the mag, "It was one of the most beautiful weddings I've ever seen. They have a wonderful future ahead of them." Although Charlene isn't a native French speaker, the couple exchanged vows in Monaco's official language. But the princess got a taste of home when she and the prince spent their honeymoon in South Africa. Almost 4 years after their wedding, Princess Charlene and Prince Albert announced they were expecting a child together. While it would be Charlene's first child, Albert had a son and daughter from his previous relationships, according to BBC News.
When you're a parent, you have a heightened sense of responsibility toward these children.
The royal spouses expected 1 child, but they actually ended up with 2. On December 10, 2014, Charlene gave birth to twins, Princess Gabriella and Prince Jacques. The twins would grow up to show their differing personalities. Albert told People Royals, "In very broad terms, Jacques is a little more shy and a little quieter, but he can also come up with some very funny things." On the other hand, the prince described Gabriella as a little more outgoing, and she definitely has the gift of gab. Princess Charlene might be a busy wife, mother, and royal, but she still makes time to give to causes dear to her heart.
Sport has the ability to change and save lives, to accomplish great destiny and empower people.
The former Olympic athlete is involved in various charitable work, notably, and maybe not surprisingly, working with other swimmers. Through her organization, the Princess Charlene of Monaco Foundation, Her Serene Highness works to prevent drowning deaths. Additionally, she works with the Special Olympics as a global ambassador. Charlene's charitable involvement expands beyond sports and athleticism. Throughout the years, she has also worked with various organizations, including the Nelson Mandela Foundation and the South African Red Cross Society. Additionally, the princess is a vocal advocate for rhinoceros conservation in South Africa and has posted about her efforts on Instagram. In an interview with South Africa Radio 702, she said, "I would love for my grandchildren to see a rhino one day, but if we don't unite and do something now globally, they're not going to have the chance."
Every person on this planet has the ability and opportunity to change and make this world for the better.
Although Princess Charlene's life might seem like a fairy tale, she has had her share of ups and downs. In 2021, the princess experienced health issues that kept her away from her husband and children. While visiting her home country of South Africa in May 2021, Charlene caught a post-surgery sinus infection, which prevented her from flying back to Monaco, according to People magazine. Her Serene Highness told South Africa Radio 702, "Initially, I was supposed to be here for 10 to 12 days. Unfortunately, I had a problem equalizing my ears, and I found out through the doctors that I had a sinus infection, and quite a serious one. So, it's taking time to address this problem that I'm having."
It has been obviously a very challenging time to be with.
The princess had corrective surgery in June and missed her 10th wedding anniversary in July, but eventually returned to Monaco in November 2021. Unfortunately, her return was short-lived, as she left to receive treatment at a Swiss clinic 11 days after arriving in Monaco. Speaking on his wife's condition, Prince Albert told People Mag that his wife was exhausted physically and emotionally when she reunited with her family. In March 2022, the princess finally returned to Monaco. While Princess Charlene was away from Monaco recovering, rumors began to swirl about her relationship status. In September 2021, her husband Prince Albert spoke on these rumors, telling People Mag, "She didn't leave Monaco in a huff. She didn't leave because she was mad at me or at anybody else." After Charlene's return to Monaco, Albert admitted the rumors affected him and his royal family. He went on to tell Le Journal du Dimanche, "We were obviously hurt by the malicious rumors that were peddled, but we were able to stay united despite the distance. We spoke to each other often." Charlene finally shared her thoughts and feelings about the circulating rumors in a May 2022 interview with Monaco Matin, saying, "I still find it regrettable that certain media peddle such rumors about my life, my relationship. Like everyone else, we are human beings. And like all human beings, we have emotions and weaknesses. Only our family is exposed to the media, and the slightest weakness is relayed." Charlene also shared that she and her husband spoke about the rumors and stories, and Albert remained protective of his family. The princess continued saying, "When I returned to the principality, I focused all my energy on my children, my husband, and my health, because they are my priority." Although Princess Charlene recovered from her health issues and returned to Monaco, she still faced some difficulties. Unfortunately, she was personally affected by the ongoing global pandemic. According to People magazine, Charlene tested positive for COVID-19 in June 2022, just 3 months after her return to the palace. Following her diagnosis, Charlene remained in isolation, which caused her to miss a previously scheduled event with her namesake foundation. Even though Monaco's palace released a statement saying Charlene was experiencing some symptoms, they also reassured the public that the state of the princess's health was not a source of concern. While this was seemingly Charlene's first time testing positive for COVID-19, her husband had previously tested positive for the virus twice, according to the mag. In fact, in March 2020, Albert became the first head of state to test positive for COVID-19, and the prince tested positive for the virus again in April 2022. After health issues, time away from her family, and a long recovery, Princess Charlene made her return to public life in Monaco. One of her first appearances without her husband was for a good cause. In July 2022, the princess visited Monaco's only public hospital, Grace Hospital Center, according to the Daily Mail. While at the hospital, Charlene spent time with several patients, their families, and staff members. While the hospital visit marked Charlene's first solo outing since her return to Monaco, it wasn't her first outing altogether. According to the Daily Mail, Charlene, Prince Albert, and their children previously went to Norway, which also happened to be her first royal trip outside of Monaco since spring 2021. Charlene and Albert also attended a sporting event. While at the Formula One race in Monte Carlo, the former professional athlete wore a patterned blue tunic and white pants, a look she completed with a bold red lip. Charlene and Albert even chatted with a few F1 racers, as well as actor Patrick Dempsey. Although Charlene made her way back to public life, she spoke about how she is gradually getting back to normal and not rushing the process. The princess told the French publication Nice Matin, "My state of health is still fragile, and I don't want to go too fast. The road has been long, difficult, and so painful. Today, I feel calmer."